Welcome to an Alela Artful Provocateur deck tech.
We're gonna fly over our opponents, and also we have artifacts and enchantments in the deck.
I'm your host, Joe Cherries.
I'm your host, Beezy. That makes us the Nitpicking Nerds, and if you're looking to subscribe to a YouTube channel, why not make it this one? Because we're ranking every single commander, and it's going great. We're on episode 10.
Oh my goodness, it is episode 10. And besides, you'll want to be a subscriber to this channel because our subscribers are 10% more likely to fly like an eagle.
Disclaimer, subscribing to the Nitpicking Nerds will not cause you to fly like an eagle or any other animal.
Into the sun.
I don't know the words, because that song is bad. Who we got?
We have Alela.
Alela?
Alela.
I guess when you type it wrong, it probably sounds like a different word.
Alela. She is 1 white, black, blue for a 2/3 flyer. Death touch, lifelink. All other flyers get +1/+0. And whenever you cast an Artful enchantment, you get a 1/1 blue fairy with flying.
So 2/1 blue fairy.
Basically a 2/1 blue fairy.
I wish they were 2/1s and she didn't give a buff.
Oh, whew, that's powerful.
It's definitely better.
It's super, yeah, I mean, it's real powerful. Those are strong fairies for
Well,
just
because if they were
okay.
2/1s and she didn't give the buff, then your opponents would want to kill her. So what categories do we have? And how expensive was that?
This deck is a $653 deck. It's not budget. It's not really a budget deck, but it's not an ultra expensive. If we went with no budget, this deck would be several thousands of dollars because you could just be really boring.
I mean, yeah, you just put every fetch land, mana crypt, blah, 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 blah. There's expensive cards in here. You can cut stuff like Toxic Deluge and the Tutors. You don't actually need any of them.
That's completely fair. You don't need them. They're just in here to make the deck look cool.
Artifacts is the first category because part of her ability is we want to cast as many artifacts and enchantments as possible, make a bunch of fairies, and we went with a mixture.
So starting with the artifacts, we have, well, there's a lot of ramp artifacts, as you would expect in a deck like this.
Orzhov Signet, Azorius Signet, Dimir Signet, Arcane Signet.
Random side thought. I just woke up from a nap and I had a dream. Arcane Signet was $22. Swear to God.
What was the dream?
I was dreaming I was buying them and I wanted one, but
You dreamt you were an idiot.
Yeah, I did.
That's a weird dream. And then you woke up and it came true.
Oh no!
Burn.
Gilded Lotus is another one. Makes 3 mana for 5 mana.
I like it better than Thran Dynamo. I don't want to play Thran Dynamo in 3-color decks, including Sultai. I will defend that until the day I die.
I don't know why we have to defend it.
It's interesting that we do.
Coalition Relic. This is, I feel like, an underplayed gem.
This card is really, really good.
Yeah, it's 3 mana taps for mana, but also
in the weirdest way ever. You can wait a turn and then it'll tap for 2 mana.
Yeah, you put a charge counter on it, and then it uses 2 mana the next turn.
Really efficient rate. We also have Graveyard Hate randomly. We got Relic of Progenitus and Nihil Spellbound. Both can take out graveyards or one graveyard at a time. They both cantrip you too.
Yeah.
Getting you into more artifacts.
Yeah, being cantrips is awesome in this deck because playing artifact cantrip, you get some, it leaves something behind. It leaves a nice fairy behind. And
2 mana, wreck someone's life, draw a card, make a 1/1 flyer.
Oh, okay. It doesn't even have to be wreck someone's life because you can just hold it up.
Mildly inconvenience someone. I'll take that.
Sometimes it's not even mild. If they're playing like a graveyard deck.
So you would say it wrecks their life.
It's
not mild, it wrecks their life. There's only
two
speeds on.
There's no in between. There's not be really, 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 really pestering and annoying because they can't do the graveyard stuff they want to do, and then
No,
sit there
that's
and
called
wait.
wrecking their life.
I would call that pestering.
Okay, what's this other semi-cycle we have?
We have capsules, which I don't know
From Dr. Mario.
Yep. We just bloop, bloop, take 2 of these and call us in the morning.
I think it sounds more like blowing.
Blowing. That's what I think pills sound like. Blowing.
That's why the doctors don't throw them at you because it's a ridiculous noise. They hand them to you in a bottle.
Yeah, and if you shake the bottle, it goes blowing.
It's way worse than that.
All right, so there's 3 of these capsules in this deck. There's Courier's Capsule, the Speller's Capsule, and Executioner's.
Couriers let you draw 2 cards. The Spellers let you destroy an artifact or enchantment, and Executioners let you kill a non-black creature.
Yeah, Courier's
for a price.
Yeah, Courier's costs 1 in the blue, and then 1 in the blue to crack, and then
the Spellers is 1 and 3. The Executioner is 1 and 2.
Yep,
respectively. And Skull Clamp is one of the best cards ever allowed in this format. So we're playing it because we literally poop out 1/1s Even when we cast Skull Clamp.
Yeah, you cast Skull Clamp, you get a 1/1, pay 1, draw 2. That seems pretty good.
Do that 3 times, and then you're set for a while, and you can start beating down.
Except for life.
Set for life. Now the enchantments. We did the artifacts. Now the enchantments.
Well, let's start with the card draw enchantments. The main ones here, we have Aristic Study, Mystic Gamora. You know these two.
Partners in Crime. They're so annoying. Necropotence. I don't know if it was us, but this card recently spiked to a reasonable price, which is $18.
Well, it doesn't matter if it wasn't us. It was us.
No, it doesn't matter because it's not possible. It was us. I think it was in the Crick deck. And that's our most popular video of all time. Therefore, we have influenced the Magic market.
We have absolutely 100% been saying this card is way too good for EDH for a while now, and saying stop playing Phyrexian Arena. This card should be quadruple the price of Phyrexian Arena.
Even if this card didn't exist, stop playing Phyrexian Arena. We have firm stances today. Search for Escanta. It's an enchantment. It's ramp when you mill enough cards, and it's card selection.
Search for Escanta is one of my favorite EDH cards. I love.
Did I mention it's card draw later?
It's so good.
This card is Farseek on steroids.
Yeah, love Search for Escanta. Play it in a lot of your blue decks.
It's not a staple, but if it has any synergy at all, it goes in.
Even in decks where it doesn't necessarily. As long as you're not playing a creature-based deck, put it in.
Yeah, that's fair. Profane Procession is another land that I just really enjoy, and it's an enchantment, so we thought we'd add some sugar and spice here. It's 3 mana, and then you can pay 5 mana and exile a creature. Period. That creature will not come back. Unless you exile 3 creatures and flip this into a land, which then ramps you. Now the land can tap for mana, and you get the creatures that you exile with it.
Ugh. This card is annoying.
It's not always great, but it's always annoying.
It is always annoying. Also, if it exiles a commander, the commander goes to the command zone.
And you get to keep exiling things. You can also exile with triggers with the ability on the stack, so you get more than 3 creatures under it.
Yeah, if you have 10 mana available, you can do twice.
If you got 2 already and you have 10, you can go and then have 4 to use later on.
And you have to make those sound effects. Sound effects are on point today. This video.
They really are. You know what else is on point?
Smothering Tithe.
the best 4 mana enchantment in Commander.
Is it?
4 mana white enchantment in Commander.
It's definitely up there.
Yeah.
It's really, really, really good. Somebody was sad that she triggers on cast because this card would be absolutely busted if she didn't trigger on cast.
If it was ETB?
Oh,
that sounds like it goes infinite with a ham sandwich.
Yeah, it would go infinite with a ham sandwich. Smothering Tide, every time someone draws a card, if they don't pay 2, which they never do,
you can't. It's not realistic.
You get a treasure.
If they pay 2, you know they're going to have a bad turn. And that's even better.
Unless they have a bagillion mana, which is possible. Sometimes they have a bagillion mana.
Well, they're not using all of it. They clearly don't want 2 of it for something. Smothering Tithe is, if you haven't played with it, it's a $10 card. It's worth $10.
It's worth at least $10. It's so good.
In a sense that cardboard is worth anything, which in this case it is. So yeah.
I mean, I think when we come into making a video about a deck that costs $650,
there's a precept that cards are worth money.
Exactly, cards come in being worth money. We know that. We've determined that.
Speaking of cards worth money, if you don't want to build a budget, just cut this card because it doesn't do that much. Bitter Blossom.
Oh, but it's awesome.
It's awesome. It's an extra version of your commander, basically.
At the beginning of your upkeep, you get a 1/1 fairy. It's black, and
you lose 1 life.
You lose 1 life. Sweet card. Get more 1/1s, get more flyers, beat it even harder.
I only will play this with aggressive synergy. Not only when you cast it, you get a little bonus, but you want flyers in this deck because they A, get pumped up, and B, we're going to have evasive payoffs.
Yeah, I mean, Bitter Blossom isn't like an auto-include in like any type of deck.
We have, speaking of enchantments, I guess that's the next category. So I don't want to get ahead of myself. What were you saying?
Yeah, I was just saying, don't throw this into any old black deck. It's not good unless it fits the theme. Maybe if you're playing fairies too, because that would be
heavy sacrifice, fairies. I don't know about Enchantress, maybe, because they wear enchantments pretty well. But now we're making all these tokens with artifacts and enchantments. We got to work with them.
So working with the tokens. These are cards that take advantage of the fact that we'll have 3, 4, 5 flyers a turn.
Yeah, we made tokens. Now what?
So what are we going to do with all those little tokens? Let's start with...
these first 2 are nothing to sneeze at. We have Coastal Piracy and Biden of Thassa.
They're basically both the same card. Biden of Thassa is better, obviously.
Strictly better.
It's not strictly better. It's not a fact. It dies easier.
Strictly better.
Biden of Thassa, they both cost 2 blue. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Binding Thoughts also can make a creature attack for 1 of the blue tap.
You have never once read this card correctly. 2 tap. All creatures target player controls must attack this turn if able.
Okay.
Last time you said it was every creature had to attack, and then now you're saying only 1 creature has to attack.
Okay, well, the main thing that matters on this card is when they hit, you draw. That's really good in this deck. That's really strong in this deck.
You can draw 4 or 5 cards a turn, and now you snowball out of control because you just protect your army every time they're threatened. Yeah. Now that you've drawn so many cards, it doesn't matter.
There's counter spells in this deck to help protect you.
If you want to build a more tempo-y version, just add 3 more counter spells. And just stop every board wipe. Make more fairies, draw more cards. Yawn as you swing for lethal because you're so bored.
I'm so bored how easy this is.
You guys are just getting me control of every game.
Next, the card that's kind of similar in a lot of ways, but probably better.
No, it's better in a lot of ways.
It is better, but it's similar in a lot of ways also.
This card is insane.
Kindred Discovery. So when it enters, you choose a creature type.
Fairies.
You've chosen fairies, obviously.
Well done.
That's like, I reminds me of the chess guy meme where he's like, "Good job" or whatever. You know the meme, right? I'll put it up on screen so people can see the image.
Perfect. That one.
Kindred Discovery, you chose fairies. Whenever a fairy enters the battlefield, you'll draw a card.
Whenever a fairy attacks, you draw a card.
So that is a lot of draw.
Why does a blue card care about attacking? I don't know.
Me neither. Why? That sounds like a great thing to put on a red card.
I thought you were going to say green.
No. Why is green's not all about...
Green does whatever it wants.
Green does do whatever it wants.
It's just... It probably has a lot of the abilities that white should have. Maybe just... White should have Tireless Tracker, I feel like.
You think?
White needs card draw. And Tireless Tracker does not feel like a green card. It feels like cheating.
Green cares about lands.
Anointed Procession is in this deck, and it's 3 and white, and it doubles your tokens that you make. So every time you cast an artifact or enchantment, you get 2 fairies.
I mean, that's what it does. It also makes your Bitter Blossom make 2 fairies also.
Ooh. Bonus.
There's not many other token makers, but simply working with your commander is enough of a reason to play it in this deck.
Even the ramp package, it's all artifacts, which just makes more fairies.
Fairy. But Anointed Possession, when you cast it, you also get 1 fairy.
It makes me think of... What's his name?
I don't know.
Crocker from Fairly Odd Parents, where he just screams fairies over and over.
Oh,
what's his name?
It's Crocker. Mr. Crocker.
Mr. Crocker. I had the Mr. as well.
It's Fairy Godparents!
Well, he said fairies before.
Oh, yeah,
he was more enthused than I was.
I'll probably find a little clip of him just saying it like 5 times.
Fairy Godparents! Fairy Godparents! Fairy Godparents! Fairy Godparents!
And also, we have a lot of flyers. So, Sephiroth, Sky's Blade. You can tap 4 flyers.
And pay 1 white.
And play this, and all your other flyers are indestructible.
Yeah, it's a 7/7 lifelink for 1 mana. Makes your team indestructible. And you can protect her with counter magic. Can't lose.
You can, but you won't.
You can, but you won't because you're so bored of how easy this game was.
Oh, these are indestructible.
Should we get to winning the game?
Yeah, probably. People are probably like,
stop aggressively falling to sleep.
Winning the game, we have the first one. This
is the most boring way to win. But you're telling me that Sensei's Divining Top doesn't go in this deck? You're telling me that Bolas' Citadel and Aetherflux Reservoir don't go in for the fun of it? They're all artifacts.
They're all artifacts. This is 3 artifacts that combo and win the game.
We have tutors. You don't have to play this. You can go for beatdowns, but beatdowns isn't as reliable. So I'd rather have one surefire way to kick some butt.
Yeah, I like having a win-on-the-spot combo. Like, a lot of people don't like that, so you don't have to include this if you don't like that.
Take them out. I think Top's very expensive, and Reservoir's getting up there, too. So
yeah, I think it's up near 10, though.
If you're saving budget, there's another $40 you can cut.
Yeah. Bolas' Citadel, get that. That card's good.
Spec on that card. Buy 3 copies of that. Yeah. And because you'll use them for something.
Bolas' Citadel, very, very good card.
If you want to buy cards, I don't know of a better place you could possibly buy cards than tcgplayer.com. If you go to the link in our description, you're helping out the channel for free. It's just strictly better than going to TCG on your own volition. Yeah. Use our special link that gives us money.
Yeah, you scroll down, click that link, and buy cards. And you'll be supporting the channel and also getting stuff for yourself. Next way of winning the game here is another card that is available on TCG Player.
Wow, wait, all 4 of these are available on that website? That's insane, dude.
Okay, I'll stop.
That's insane. What are the odds? Divine Visitation, 3 white. Whenever you make a token, you instead make a Sarah Angel token.
Yeah, you make a 4/4. Is it Vigilant?
Well, it's got Vigilance.
Oh, it does?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Why not? This disrupts your Kindred Discovery on fairies, but it also disrupts your opponents being alive.
If you cast a 1-mana artifact and you get a 4/4 flyer every time, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I would agree.
You're going to go off real fast,
Or,
and that's how you beat down.
Here's the thing. Turn 5, you go Kindred Discovery, naming Angel. Your opponents are just like, dude, your commander's a fairy. You're just like, oh, no! What? And then at the end, you're like, you see what I did there? You see what I did there? And you draw a bunch of cards.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Try it out. Let us know how it works. Your opponents will be frazzled.
You gotta act like a complete. Oh no!
Oh no!
Next way of winning, the Mama. Who calls it Mama?
What? I call her Elish Norn, Grand Cenobite.
Card's great. If you have a bunch of 1/1 flyers that are now 3/3 flyers, well, 4/4 flyers were good enough to beat. 3/3 is pretty close to that. Get them in there.
It's going to turn an innocuous attack for a lot into you're dead. Kill a player. Bolas' Citadel combo wins on the spot. Divine Visitation, Elish Norn, they basically destroy a player. And then if you have a counterspell, they can win you the game. Or if they can't answer your board, you can win.
Yeah, sometimes.
But you usually get a player out of it.
I've had a lot of EDH games end because of no one has an answer to the board.
Oh, yeah, actually. That's happened a lot.
It's a very common thing. Like, oh, I just can't answer this board. This very easy board to answer, usually. Nobody has the answer, so we're dead.
It's the worst when it's the first time the board gets made and no one can answer it.
No, it's the worst when you've stopped it 3 times yourself. You stopped these like little combos.
Oh, and then one more.
And there's a 4th, and nobody, and the other 2 players like, well, I just use all my stuff trying to go off, and you stopped me.
I've been playing my 5-mana Rampant Growth Cell game, and then you, the person who stopped it 3 times, dies first. Because, of course, you die first. They're going to try to stop you from stopping them.
So, Elish Norn's a great win con, in other words.
No, Elish Norn's awesome. She's going to have an immediate effect and actually kill most of your opponent's half of your opponent's creatures.
She also got cool art.
So even if Elish Norn dies, then she still had a huge impact on the game.
Yeah, Elish Norn's.
And the art's amazing.
Yes.
Credit where credit is due. Minimal credit.
No, I give maximum credit. It's amazing.
Credit where credit is due. Now, that's the deck. Do we have any other thoughts on it? This went pretty fast. Okay. It might seem like we're doing all 4 Brawl commanders, but let me tell you, it will take a Gourmet Bagel patron's personal deck for me to do that stupid dragon guy.
I'm not even we might just do it next week if we have to.
No, I'll do anything else.
There's no other.
No, I'll do the 3/3 for 3 goblin that cares about non-humans before I do Jund Sacrifice guy number 85B. That card's fine. I don't know. We're just ragging on it. We're nitpicking.
Yeah, we're nitpicking nerds. And talk about Gourmet Bagel patrons. We have a new Gourmet Bagel patron putting us up to 26.
26!
Meaning this Wednesday, in 2 days, the video. It's going to sound weird if you're watching this at a later date.
The closest Wednesday to whatever Wednesday it is right now.
We're going to be doing our podcast with an Ask Us Anything from Discord. We've got some interesting questions already. Hopefully we get a lot more. I want like 50, 60 questions going in.
Dang. I want it to take an hour to answer all these questions.
Yeah.
So we'll get into that Discord and get on them. And it's not too late to join. Become a patron. Ask us questions on Discord. We'll obviously count them.
Yep. We have 26 patrons. We love you all as much as we can without making you uncomfortable.
If you want to buy specifically Bolas' Citadel, Aetherflux, Reservoir, Sensei's Divine Type, or Divine Visitation, you can find them on TCG Player.
Yeah.
Use our link in the description.
Yeah, the description could it doesn't necessarily take you to what you want to buy, but it'll take you to TCG Player. It'll take you to something, and from there you can buy whatever you want. As long as you've used that link, you will be helping the channel, and we will love you
forever.
Forever.
But you won't be uncomfortable. But now we got to go because we got lives. We got to edit the video,
By lives, do you mean
editing the video?
Ooh,
yeah.
We're so cool. Please don't Trap Scout.